Bella. She's a precious pup who's just irresistibly cute. And it can also be a little bit exhausting to own a puppy and frustrating at times, but raising a puppy is just a lot of work. It can be, especially in the house training department, and Ski give us some sanity-saving advice on house training a new puppy.
Well, you know, really when you're house training a puppy, what you want to make sure is that you have routine and schedule. They're normally going to go potty either right after eating or drinking or in the middle of playtime, so keep that schedule in mind. Give them about 15 minutes of playtime after they've gone potty, put them back in again. Confinement is really important too, because generally puppies are not, and dogs in general, are not going to want to soil where they sleep. It's also their safe place. So when they're in here, it gives you a little more time to go away and not worry that they're going to potty all over the floor. Another thing too is to remember that there's going to be accidents. Puppies are going to have accidents, so clean it up the best you can and always redirect them back to where you want them to go to the bathroom. And that when they're this little girl here, they're not going to be able to hold it for long periods of time. So you want to make sure that until they're about 6 months old, you really establish that routine. Things like puppy pads are really great because they're better, a little better than newspaper. They're going to absorb any excessive urine and not soak through because they're lined on the back, so they're going to not soak through onto your floor, your carpet. If your dog's really big, you could use one big area like a bathroom or a hallway that you can crate off for them. You can find a lot of these tips at azhumane.org for more in-depth information. And Bella is off to a good start potty training. She was with us as a stray, and she was in for weight gain because she was so underweight, and her foster parents got her off to a great start and is just a wonderful success story to our foster program. And Ashley, I think you have some more information about an orientation coming up.
Absolutely, Ski. Thanks for all the tips there on house training a puppy. Our foster parents, though, help homeless pets who aren't quite ready for adoption when they first arrive at our shelter. And as a foster hero, you'll provide temporary care for sick and injured, underweight pets like Bella and many others until they're ready to go out for adoption. AHS provides all the medical treatment, the supplies that you'll need. All you need to do is just shower the pet with love, and you can get involved by attending our upcoming foster orientation. It's September 26th at our Sunny Slope campus. More info is at azhumane.org.
At first glance, Miss Belle looks like a grown dog, but this German Shepherd mix is still all puppy. Lisa, this pup has a brisk outlook on life.
She does. She's going to show you how cute and how puppy-like she is. She's a full-grown dog size-wise, but she's just 8 months old. So she still is going to go through some of the same things that a young puppy is going to go through. She is house-trained and knows the house rules in that regard, but she needs someone to play with her. She has boundless amounts of energy, and she's also a little bit mouthy. Not in a bad way. She just doesn't grabbing a toy out of your hand. So we would prefer that she go home with older kids just because she can be a little less careful when grabbing new toys or something. But where a dog like Miss Belle is going to benefit from is from training. She needs to know who's going to be, when the food's going to come, who's going to be the boss, and what's expected of her. She is a very, very smart breed. So let's use those smarts and put them to good use. She needs training, she's going to learn all the rules, and then next time we see Miss Belle, I'm sure she will be just A+ on her doggy manners.
She's such a carefree, resilient little girl who's ready to have a good time. Just love Miss Belle there. Well, Maggie and Missy are up next, and there's one thing about these two that you should know. They're your typical sassy little calicos. They're feisty, fun little divas, but they also have a knack for electronics. So Ski, tell us what kind of gadgets these high-tech kitties enjoy.
These little girls love to watch YouTube videos. Some of the cat channels, so like birds eating and chirping, fish jumping. They'll paw at the screen. If you're on the computer, they're going to chase your cursor. These calico, they're beautiful. They're both calico, but if you're like, oh, I wish I could have one that was long-haired, or I wish I could have one that was short-haired, well, you have a pick, because this one's short-haired, this one's long-haired, and if you're undecided, go ahead and just adopt them both. These guys also have some apps that they like, so you can play with them on your phone with them, get them interactive, but they also like chasing those little feathers across the floor, the little fish, the little birds on a wand, things like that. So they're not only techie, but they also do love those vintage cat toys, if you will. So these guys are just looking for their forever home, and you certainly can come down and get them today.
Thank you so much, Ski. I know that all of you watching at home have been waiting for this moment. It's our breed of the week with the all-knowing Harry Fonzo.
Carrie. This guy is a descendant of the Molosar breed, one of the largest dogs ever, and they like of all the big dogs in the world. This guy right here, their form took form around 1860. They were a mix of the Old English Bulldog, a dog that's now extinct, and the English Mastiff, and they were used as gamekeepers. What's a gamekeeper? Well, it's a person who oversees a large estate, probably has birds on the property, other animals, and the gamekeeper keeps track of them, makes sure they're not harmed. This guy worked with them, kept away poachers. They became an AKC dog in 1934, and here they are. This guy, Mr. Knockout, his middle name is Pigpen. He's sloppy. He doesn't go where he's supposed to go. He burps. He does all kind of crazy bad things. But you know what? He loves everybody. He's great with dogs, cats, and kids. He's just a big, gentle giant. You can have one of these dogs in the apartment, people. They're big, you know, couch potatoes. He's wonderful, loves everybody, super soft. Come on down and check out Knockout Pigpen.
Couch potatoes they are most of the time, that's true. My Bull Mastiff at home demands his walk every day, and then afterwards he's just snoring for the rest of the day. Love the breed. They really do take a special owner, though, so do your research before you come down and get this guy. If you're looking for something fun to do next Thursday, leash up your canine and head toward the Union at the Biltmore Fashion Park for Yappy Hour at Forge. You can enjoy pizza, appetizers, cocktails, treats for your dog, awesome merchandise from our Petique Retail Center, which is right across the courtyard there. And proceeds from the event will benefit the Arizona Humane Society. You can get more info at azhumane.org. When we come back, meet Muster, a little red-headed dachshund, and hear how AHS is prepared to help the pets that are in distress.